Okay. If you're going to notice some of my videos are going to start looking different here. I got a new camera. It's kind of a wild machine. I'm trying to figure it out here. Well, a couple of things. I think it was this morning. I went online real quick and I noticed I gained a few new subscribers just out of the blue. A few channels I've never even heard of before. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, but kind of weird. I wonder where they came from. And then I quickly checked out a Rock of Ages video, and in Rock of Ages, he shouted out a few people. He mentioned, the channels he mentioned, I've never heard of any of them, really. So that's really cool, and he mentioned my name, so thank you very much for that, and I got a few subscribers from it. There's a really interesting thing going on these days in YouTube. It's kind of a community thing, I guess. It's where these smaller channels are kind of sticking together and kind of supporting each other and kind of shouting each other out, and it's kind of cool. And it's kind of like I guess it's kind of like a network of friends that you wouldn't normally be friends with, people all over the world, and it's really cool. And it's cool of Rock of Ages to take his time to you know, shout out the people that he deserves, thinks that he deserves to be shouted out. And he didn't have to mention me, but he did, and he's a good man, so thank you for that. I wish that I had more time, or was able to, you know, take my camera to work and film stuff that I actually do and things that I actually know a lot about. But it's not really kind of the way it is. So my channel, it's mostly me just out playing around doing hobby stuff, you know. I might get into some engine work on dirt bikes and stuff like that at some point, and I've been playing with that stuff for years, so that's something I could pretty confidently talk about. But most of the stuff I film, I'm just playing around, and some stuff is stuff that I know a lot about, and some stuff is stuff that I don't know a whole lot about, but I'm not going to BS you and try to teach you something that I don't know what I'm talking about myself. And so that's one thing that I value in channels. When I find a channel, it's mostly the people or the person making the channel. Like, I like the person, I know they're a good, genuine person, and they're the real deal, and that's why I like to watch. So thank you very much, Rock of Ages, for that shout out, and thank you to my new subscribers. Awesome. And yeah, so I just got a couple little things in the shop here. I'll show you what I got going on. I had to work this weekend, so I didn't get any dirt biking or any dirt bike stuff in, which sucks because that was my plan. But okay, thanks a lot, guys. Just got a little video here, and we'll check you later. Thank you. And this bike right here, I stumbled upon something not too long ago, and it's directly related to this bike right here. So when I get a chance, it was supposed to be this weekend and it wasn't. Hopefully next weekend, sometime, we'll see, no promises, but there's going to be some content that's directly related to this bike right here, and I'm pretty excited about that. So yeah, I've just been working way too much to get all these things done, but I'm going to try to get the KX dug out too at some point in time, and just as soon as I can, man, we're gonna be dirt biking, and that Intruder too. I got to get that thing together because I want to go on a nice big long trip to BC on the long weekend. So that time's coming pretty quick too. Mikey Yo-Yo, check it out, Mikey. Look, my forks are getting worked on as we speak. In a couple of days, the 450 should be up and running. Right? Okay. Now this, I'm doing a video on this right now, but I cut off one part. It had that chrome light bar thing with those two lights, and then you had those two signal lights that went down. They were actually the factory signal lights, but then you put these little short, you took these off and put these little short stubs on, so I was able to get some new old stock. Here, these rubber stubs, and pull these apart and put them back to original, because they work pretty good with the fairing. Those original stops like that. I had footage of it, but I don't know, it went missing, so there's that. See, here's my old bike with the original signal lights and the fairing. It works out quite nicely. So I'm going with that look again for my other bike. 2 steps forward and 1 step back. The bugger switched it up on my old Intruder. the signal lights are just like these type of plug-ins. So you could unplug it and pull them out. But these, look at this, they got that big plug. So buddy, when he put those little short stub nub things in here, he cut the wires. Look, he cut the wires and then he soldered them back together and heat shrunk them. So now, why has everything got to be so difficult? Because I was able to locate these, oh no, that's like new old stock. They're the, right, the stems for the signal light to go in there. But I gotta cut this junk apart. Yeah, man, I hate wires. Got a rat's nest of wires here, but they're all hooked up again. Some of the tape came off and stuff from putting the bars in, the wires through the bars. So hopefully there's no shorts or damage in these wires coming through here. And I accidentally, when I was tacking the fairing brackets on, I had the ground clamp here. I was holding the stinger between my legs and accidentally arced out against an engine case over there. Kind of screwed up the chrome. So hopefully I didn't fry anything. Hopefully everything's hooked up. I'm just going to turn the key on and hope for the best here. Alright. So far we're good. Now is that just because the bike isn't running? Oh, the rear signal lights are on hooks. Maybe that's why it's doing that. Okay. I think we're going to start it up quick. Wheels on. With no choke. I better turn the choke on. But I think we're good. Oh, the kickstand's out. Alright. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so here's that tachometer that I don't need on there for any reason. So here's all the, yeah, so all this wire crap here for that tach. So I'm just going to pull all that stuff off and throw it away. Doesn't need to be there. Got the fairing brackets and primer here. And I'll probably just paint those and then leave the fairing off until I get all the back end done, just so it doesn't get damaged. I'll keep it in a safe spot and then assemble everything at once at the end. So these steering stops Must be a weak spot on these intruders, because my old bike, it, when I got it, well, the guy had, he had took a flip on a dirt road with it, and he broke a chunk out of the opposite side. I had to cut out a piece of metal. I welded it on this side, and this one here, you see it was busted, but a guy just got in there with a MIG and built it up. So the bars turn a little bit sharper this way than the other way. So the way that I did those brackets, these brackets, when they were up there and spun around backwards, this one just clears by a hair, and this one here was hitting the tank. So I just took a little 1/8 welding rod, cut a little piece, and I took the old Miller Thunderbolt there, and I just tacked her in. So now it's got some good clearance. So it's just a little stop, just to stop that bracket from hitting the tank. The old Thunderbolt. So. Well, hello, good looking. She really is a classy old bike. I don't like how sometimes in certain lighting conditions this bike just looks purple. Sometimes it looks blue and sometimes it's just straight purple. But I do like this light blue here. I like blue. I see that nice light. Like, I like this. This looks really nice. I'll tap purple. Sometimes it's blue, sometimes it's just straight purple. But you know, she's a classy old machine. Those Z-bars feel pretty cool. Pretty narrow, but see what it's like when I ride it. Pretty tempted just to take it for a rip right now, but I'm not going to. Well, thank you all you guys, and welcome new subscribers, and I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope I'm going to have the time to get some exciting content coming up here real soon. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, we'll talk to you later.